Patreon member shout out. Do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're really not happy but you don't wanna die? Like you're hanging by a thread but you gotta survive, cause you gotta survive. Like your body's in the room but you're not really there. Like you have empathy inside but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve and OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So there's a couple of things to go over today. So sales in general is going to be very, very good. A lot of things inside the metaverse have been going pretty well. There's been a lot of giveaways, a lot of stuff specifically for Ukraine, and we will get over that in a second. I'll save the Earth 2 Ukraine for that when we get to it. There's a whole article on that. But speaking of Earth 2, when you go into the announcements on their Discord, they gave out a couple $1,000s the other day to for the Earth 2 egg hunt of 2022. They usually do that around spring, but it is a little bit earlier this year. They had some runners up, and they had an actual winner there, and then the same thing with the yellow egg. The winner was Earth Crust in that case. And the first one, the winner was Claximus. That's a great name. So just a little bit of news there. I've been getting a lot more of the offers on my land, and it doesn't even matter. Tier 1, Tier 2, it seems like people are just hungry and they just want to chomp because they know that all of these people are getting into metaverses, all the other places in the world are going to. I think in the future, everything will be part of Web3, even things that probably shouldn't be. Like, I'll go back to that CVS filing, they go into the metaverse. I don't know what they need, but speaking of money, the sales in the Veve marketplace have been booming. Things grew by like 50% in a day. So feel bad for people that sold last week. I don't know why you would sell at like 70% off. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. But I do have a couple of screenshots, a couple of things to go over. We had one wall sell for $13,000 cash. We had another wall, USDT. We had another wall sell for about $12,500. And then we had a Todd that was bought for $3,960, again, cash. So these are pretty low, in my opinions. But again, they are straight up cash. You don't have to worry about. I mean, if somebody wanted to, they could have bought, the gems for even cheaper and whatever, and done it that way. But you do introduce a little bit of risk when you do that. Gems can be stolen, and gems could, get your account frozen. But obviously, if you ever are going to do any type of escrow deals, make sure you have an escrow, and make sure that money is received before sending anything. On top of that, we had another wall, like I said, sell for about $1,200. So it kind of steadily decreased. So we had 13,000, we had 12,500, and then 12,000. Then in a shock, we had a low mint reso and an R2D2 sold for combined $10,000 cash. Now the low mint reso probably should be about $10,000 by itself, minimum, because the number was 572. Like, it's a three-digit reso. There's not a ton of those, and I get it. Like, there's more 3-digit ones than there are 4-digit ones because it's only 1750. But it's not like 987. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's 3-digit. It was a nice mint number. And then we also had the R2 was number 5,936 that sold. So again, nothing terribly crazy. But speaking of sales and things like that, we're going to have a lot of sales on Saturday. Before I get into the article that Veve had put out, Earth 2 is looking for other places to donate. I think Red Cross is one of them. I think it was a child care. Let me find it for you real quick. The ones that people want is Save the Children. That's that's a big one. One thing that Fanny Carbonell said on my stream, it was Medicines Sans Frontieres. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but those are the main charities that a lot of people want to see. Earth 2 is looking for that as well. Just go to Shane Isaac's Twitter page and just comment which humanitarian aid charity you would like to donate to, or you want them to donate to. Speaking of which, Veve partners with Ron English in a Ukraine Relief Project. I waited until later in this day until they released the article. More than 2 million people have left the country, according to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Wow, that is a lot of displaced people. Also a lot of displaced pets as well. Gotta remember those guys. And many more thousands are displaced from their homes within Ukraine.
Humanitarian situation caused by the ongoing conflict is increasingly desperate, with hundreds of thousands of people without food, water, heat, or medical care. That's a lot. But the Red Cross is part of the Disasters Emergency Committee, or the DEC, which unites 15 member charities who are experts in humanitarian aid and specialists in different areas of disaster response. Now, for the latest updates on ground operations, there's about 4,000 Ukrainian Red Cross volunteers are reaching as many people as possible, distributing about 90,000 food and hygiene parcels so far, and helping evacuate people with disabilities. And this is what who Veve has partnered with Red Cross in New Zealand. Ukrainian Red Cross has also provided food, warm clothing, and aid to around 7,000 people sheltering in metro stations. And the International Committee of Red Cross is working to provide water, repair water infrastructure, especially areas in the east. And this is where the Ron English Ukraine Relief Project comes in. Veve and Ron English are partnering on 2 digital collectible drops benefiting humanitarian efforts for Ukraine refugees. All net proceeds from the first sale of each piece, after applicable digital sales taxes, Apple and Google platform fees, etc., will be donated to the New Zealand Red Cross and the International Committee of the Red Cross for Ukraine Refugee Relief. It'll also support humanitarian aid by donating to the New Zealand's Red Cross Ukraine Humanitarian Crisis Appeal today. But here's the piece that looks a little, not gonna lie, it looks a little scary. Looks a little, I don't know if I would get that. I mean, I will obviously try for it, and if I get it, great. $100 will be donated. It's called Grade School Guernica 2022. Ron English is well known for his many interpretations of Picasso, having created over 100 images, Picasso Guernica, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, hundreds of images that reference the original to describe the dynamics of endless cycles of destruction and the gratuitous horror of modern war. English's creation, Grade School Guernica 2022, replaces the action within the schoolyard carnival with children as both the bomber pilot and the terrified civilians, overlaid with the colors of the Ukrainian flag. The image demands that we not look away from the true victims of all war, which is children. Now, in partnership with Veve, Ron English presents a special digital print with all net proceeds going to New Zealand Red Cross for Ukrainian relief. There is 4,444 of them at $100 each, and that is a secret rare. And the brand is called Ukraine Relief Project, and we have another one called Sunflower Grin Special Mission. This is one that I'm going for, like really going to go for, because this looks a little bit nicer. The grin is recurring motif in some of Ron English's most popular works, and the sunflower is national flower of Ukraine. In partnership with Veve, Ron presents Sunflower Grin Special Mission Series, available in blind box format, with all net proceeds going to New Zealand Red Cross. And there are 5,555 of that, only $60 each, and that is an ultra rare. And I think, oh wow, that was it, there's only 2. There are, so in total with this, let's do some maths here. 5,555 times 60, we're looking at about $333,000. And then the last one is about $400,000, give or take. So let's say after, net proceeds with 30%, 700, so 30. Yeah, so figure we could raise like, I don't know, like $250,000, maybe even more for that, which is really great. And that's just, in a couple seconds on there. And again, these are going on the first one. I think they're both the same, but just let me check. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the first one, and then you have a 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the second one. So, like I said, the first, again, I will try for both. I won't be going live for it. I do have something to do this weekend, but 11 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, and then this one is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live for that one. I don't know. I'll keep you all posted. Anyway, guys, that is about it for me today with the updates. Actually, before I go, let me just take a look at the OMI token burns from our good friend Puddin' Cheeks. We love him. So far this week, that did start on the 10th. We had $1 million go into the app on the 10th. So that was 2 days ago. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was yesterday. So $1 million going into it. It's pretty good. However, I think that was just because it was preparation for, I don't know, the next couple of days, because we only burned about 45 million OMI yesterday, and today we've burned even more so far. We've burned about 71 million OMI. Like I said, the market has been pumping as of like last night, early this morning. It's been pretty crazy. So far we have burned about 33.3 billion OMI, and only about a $250,000 has gone into the app so far as of the making of this video. I do expect that to probably at least double by the end of the day. Anywho, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And everyone, please check out @HeyDavidon, @KingMavsForever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart, King Mavs, and ChaviCat5 over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube, wraithax.eth, domain name. Powers of X #1 over there. Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vive Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, The Gale, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darklink, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube. You got @WetWizardVivi and Gary O @1234CA3 on the Twitter. DerekRed.com/pages/Vivi-photography and WoundedWarriorProject.org. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow.